what he's got, I'm ready to tame. It's worth a fancy fortune, but it's not in cash like the money. I'm gonna file my claim. I got the fever, ooh, Belize fever, but not for artifacts in the ground. I want the title to something vital that I can throw my test pits around. A girl should never hustle without pick in hand to dig for artifacts that isn't her game. I'll find a man who likes them, then I get that man who's gonna help me file my claim. I gotta file my claim. Ooh, looking for obsidian? Ooh, jade. CHE16, who's gonna find me under dirt? There ain't a man that has seen the real me. There ain't a man alive who wouldn't trade his finds for what it takes to stay in my game. So have your fun and play it before you get in a bind. Who's gonna help me file my claim? Who's going to help me? Help me. Who's gonna help me file my claim tonight? Welcome to Betta Belize, boys and girls. Me name Tenaya, and this the Fiwi Cabaret. As many of you know, last spring I went to Belize to do an archaeological dig. And so I wanted to have this show to just talk about it and teach you theater folk about some archaeology. So it all started when I took a class my freshman year from Dr. Pyburn. And she taught us about Mayas and archaeology, ethics, and she said that she went down to Belize once every 2 years to do a dig. And I was like, I can't go, I'm a theater major, I don't have time for that stuff. But she kept on bugging me, and she's like, Tenaya, we need your enthusiasm, we need your diversity. You know, you don't have to want to be an archaeologist in the long run. You just gotta, you know, give it your all and have a new experience. And I'm like, oh, this always happens to me. I get offered these great opportunities. It's so much a question of not knowing what to do. I've been a theater major since I've been 10. I heard a lot of stories, and I reckon they are true, about how girls go to Yucatan in the spring. I know I shouldn't fall into that pit, but when I learn of Mayas, I forget. I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix. I always say, come on, let's go, just when I ought to say nix. And when a college goes to dig a site, I know I ought to get into a play. But as soon as someone invites me, I somehow sort of want to get away. Though I can feel the undertow, I can't be simple and quaint. With one major, I ain't the type that will faint. How can I act dumb when I ain't? I can't say no. What you gonna do when you need a break from classes and holiday masses? What you gonna do? Supposing there's a program to go and study Maya, and they say they want Tenaya. What you gonna do? Supposing that they say I'm cooler than beer, and they've gotta have beer or die. What you gonna do when they put it that way? Tell them a lie? I'm just a girl who can't say no, always involved with my school. With or without the credit load, I need to get a pack mule. Other girls are smart and single-tracked, but other girls ain't having any fun. Every time I lose a big callback, I have a funny feeling that I won. Though I can feel the undertow, I never make a complaint till it's too late for restraint. Then when I want to, I can't say no. So obviously I said yes to Belize, and I did everything to get ready because we were leaving in the middle of the semester. And so you have to cancel contracts, and I had to store my scooter and pack up all my things and send them to California or take them to Belize, and I had to finish papers, and it was like madness, and it was snowing. And then we get on a plane, and we get to Belize, and our whole other world is left behind. And we took this big old junkety school bus from the plane, or from the airport, out to Crooked Tree, which is north of Belize City. And then we took pickup trucks out to the site. And we drove along this road, and by road I mean where people have driven before. Pavement. And all we saw, we got there really late at night, and we just saw this little bump on the horizon, and that was Structure 1. So this is Chowheesh. And so this is just the main platform, and this is where we were excavating mostly. This is Structure 1, which is our 100-foot pyramid. And there's some other structures, and I really like how Dr. Pybron calls them structures instead of other sites like Tikal say temple, or, you know, I don't know. They use these words that infer what they were used for. I mean, we don't really know. So we have, this is the ball court right here, and these are 2 burials where they found all kinds of cool jade and carved shells and things, and it's an amazing sight, but it doesn't look like this when you get there. It's all covered in jungle. And because we're in this biology reserve, and there's all kinds of howler monkeys and armadillos and everything living there. And actually, the first day we were up on the platform clearing away the jungle, and this one monkey comes in the trees, and we're like, whoa, he's just one. And he was scouting us out to see if we were going to hurt him or anything. Because the very next day, the whole family moved back to the platform. And we're talking babies. It was so cute. And they lived with us the entire time we were there. And there was just one day we were in the lab, and they just hung out in this one tree, teaching their babies to swing. I mean, how can you get any work done when there's kids around?